What's up, you guys? Nice to have you back. How come Blackpink are breaking so many records on YouTube with views? And how come they became the first K-pop act to perform at the Coachella festival? How come that Blackpink is the girl group or just a group that sticks out for foreigners from the other K-pop groups or other artists for that matter? So how come we foreigners love Blackpink so much? So first of all, what sticks out about Blackpink, they have found the perfect line in their concept when it comes to girl empowering. It's not like other girl groups are doing really cute concepts and very feminine concepts like Twice or Lovelyz. Still, Blackpink's concept is feminine, but in a confident way. On the other hand, in Western music, somehow I feel that we have mixed up girl empowering with sex. For example, if you look at a cool Western artist like Cardi B or Nicki Minaj, who has a lot of confidence when they're singing or rapping, and they have a cool attitude, it's still very sex-focused. That takes over. This like a clickbait. It's like an old perspective to think that sex sells, and to me it becomes a clinch in that way when it comes to girl empowering and selling yourself with sex. It's not the puzzle bits that goes together for me. And I think that the public, and especially young girls who wanna get empowerment, they are getting sick of that. They wanna relate to real power. They want their role models who don't have to sell themselves as objects, but more as a badass, confident and cool people who believe in themselves and don't have to sell themselves with sex. I definitely think that Blackpink's concept has found this perfect balance. Feminine, confident message that is empowering and that make us feel that these girls are so talented, they're so awesome, they're so cool. They either don't have to focus on being too cute to get clickbait or too sexy to get clickbait. Second of all, Blackpink is one of a few K-pop acts, members raised in other countries or even born in other countries than Korea, which makes them one of a few K-pop acts who actually speaks really good English. But most of them can communicate really well, and you shouldn't underestimate this when fans get drawn to them so much, because it makes them more accessible in that way. They can understand each other. So just that they have either been born in another country or raised in another country, you can tell from that they have been get taught English from another perspective than Koreans. For example, very similar to the Scandinavian way of learning English. We have always had American pop culture and movies around us all the time since we grown up. Majority of things and movies and TV that we see on TV in Sweden is in English. And this is something, unfortunately, that Koreans lack in their education system. Core Movie is a website who has taken inspiration from the Scandinavian way of learning English. Through pop culture and movies, they made a website, and their lectures and courses are so awesome because you get courses and lectures and learning through movies.
For example, Shiny is teaching the pronunciation and prolonged sound, comparing the American accent to the British accent, which is very useful to understand the difference between American and British accent.
Don't mind me going without you. 이렇게 얘기를 합니다. 다시 한번.
You sure you don't mind me going without you?
저, you sure? You sure? 이거 원래 물어보는 건데 그러면 are you sure?
I love this lecture. Gwen teach the rhythm and accent intonation, so you can learn how to stress the vocabulary in the sentence. With imitation and repeating, you will be able to understand the real sound of native speaking English.
You resisted the temptation for surprises. surprise의 썰은 거의 들리지 않아요, 그렇죠?
Don't need to find the grammar rules and vocabulary so much by yourself in this lecture, thanks to Haley, who teaches the grammar and vocabulary for you. It's very convenient and also very effective. Of course, you need to study and repeat. It's always up to you.
릴리가 이렇게 말합니다. It's just I know the old version so well, you know? It's just라고 하면 그냥 그럴 뿐이야. 그냥 그래서 그래.
Last but not least, we have Michael and Daniel, who teaches many different kinds of native expressions and nuances. So if you use those expressions, you will make your English more natural. And of course, both of them speak in Korean for you.
일반인들한테 별로 중요하지 않은 몇 가지 주제 있잖아요. 하나는 악수하는 거, 손을 이렇게 흔드는 거, 그리고 사인하는 거, signature, right? 유명해지면은 또 사인 예쁘게.
Our movie launched lectures using the amazing popular rom-com movie Love Actually. Love Actually has the great, perfect contents for you to learn real English and culture as well.
All these other online courses that you can find and learn English from, it's even though you're very committed in the beginning, most people don't seem to finish the whole course until the end because it's lacking the fun of it. And this is also something that our movie is making the whole journey fun, because if you pick your favorite movie to learn English from, then you wanna finish the whole movie. It's like a trigger for you. The sound and the music of Blackpink are maybe the main reason why Blackpink are so loved by us foreigners. They have, just like BTS, found a ground sound in their songs, like a basic Blackpink sound, and they mix all these other genres into this sound. And the Blackpink concept in their music is so perfectly mixed between the East and the West. Their influences from Indian music and like Arabic music sometimes, and the music is not only catchy but extremely edgy and extremely playful. Just like when K-pop is at its best, the songwriters truly show their love for music in each and every song. It's like Quentin Tarantino when he directs movies. Some parts of the movie Kill Bill are like a comic book, some parts are like an Asian, Chinese, ninja Bruce Lee movie, like Hong Kong action movie, and some parts are like a Western old movie, like a cowboy movie, and some parts are just a normal Hollywood drama. And this mixed all together out comes this love for films in just one specific film called Kill Bill. It's a playful, experimental, and very attractive way to make pop culture. You wanna put all the things you love in just one single movie and in just one single song. This is what K-pop and Blackpink, to be specific, does best. So it's not just catchy melodies, it's also focusing on catchy things and sounds and ways to express this catchiness. It's like an extra layer. For example, the song Whistle. It's like a catchy whistle melody that the whole song is based on, and they put the snapping fingers into it to a catchy beat, and then the verse comes, which is like a rap thing, and then the pre-chorus comes, which is just a basic sound, like a basic catchy sound. It sounds like just a Western song. And then when the whistle comes back, then it's just in the background, and the and the ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum and like a lot of cool vocal things added on top of that whistle, and that becomes the actual real chorus. And then the bridge part in the end of the song or in the middle of the song sounds like a whole other song. It sounds like a whole other genre. So it's basically a playful experimental way of how to show your love for the music. It sounds very modern and new. And the music also use the Blackpink concept in the way that it's a perfect amount of cuteness, confidence, attitude, girl empowerment, perfect mix between feminine and masculine expressions. And that's so refreshing for foreigners' ears and eyes. I can't think of any other act, any other artist in the world who does this as good as Blackpink does. Last but not least, Blackpink has a catchphrase. And you should never underestimate a catchphrase. All these classic movies has a catchphrase. I'll be back. I must break you. And all these other catchphrases. It becomes what you remember from the movie or the song. Blackpink in your area. It's like a phrase that symbolizes them and their brand. Is something that everyone can relate to, something that the fans can repeat and say to each other. So you should never underestimate a cool catchphrase. This was just a few examples why we foreigners love Blackpink. If you want to get more deeper into the reasons why, then you should check out my other videos where I talk about why we love K-pop and why we love BTS, because you have to put all these reasons why together to understand.
Today I talked about why foreigners love Blackpink and useful English tips for you with Core Movie. The next video, I'm gonna show you how I studied English when I was young. I will show you the most useful way to learn English through movies, YouTube, and pop culture.
I'll see you in the next video.